Oh shit, here we go again.
We're back for the very special 6th episode of the Wayback, Throwback, Kickback. I'm sitting here with my main man, my co-host, my best friend, the comedy inspiration of my life, Tony Brune.
Thanks. That's really sweet. I don't know what to say after. If brown people could blush, I would. That's why I stuck on this show for 6 episodes.
Jesus, I mean, I applaud you, bro, because first of all, I'm hard to work with if you guys didn't know.
Oh, I know. I know.
Second of all, I'm very hard to work with. Because it's perfection or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's not perfect, I'm sorry, you out. But Tony, you can bring that perfection, man, and I appreciate it.
Oh, you're so sweet. You're so sweet.
For now, we'll see.
I mean, yeah. Nothing's promised tomorrow, you know?
Tomorrow's not promised. He can have a traumatic brain injury, come on the show like his tongue's too big for his mouth.
Thanks for coming to the 37th episode after my accident. It's fucked up. I can't. I'm going to hell.
But we got an amazing show lined up for you guys.
What a great show is going to happen.
We got we got actually Emiliya, who broke out of her comedy shell, has been killing it lately, went on this roast battle and made it further than anybody thought she ever could.
So good.
Dude, she was killing it. I'm sorry. If you're killing it, I'm going to have you on. Like, that's what you got to do. You have a good little stint, a little 2-week, 3-week stint. You're coming on the Kickback.
We got to catch you while the fire's hot.
Exactly.
Right, yeah.
That's what we got Elmer when he almost beat me. We got Jenkins when he just got back. We got Ash Loka when she was going crazy. We got fucking Jordan Shane.
We got him twice, I think.
Twice.
Yeah.
And then John
never comes out for shit. You know what I mean?
So, yeah.
Speaking of catching when the fire is hot, our musical guest today.
Oh, man.
Forrest Fire.
Dude, I'm so happy that guy hit me up out of the blue. He said he saw one of my reels, hit me up on Instagram. Hey, you need musical guests? I'm like, man, yeah, let's show me your stuff. I thought it was great. I had him on. He blew me out of the water. I thought, I saw some of his stuff here and there, and I was like, okay, yeah, this guy's good. He came on here and did some shit that almost had me tearing up, shit that had me thinking.
Oh, man, me too. Bro. Dude, you guys are in for a treat when you see it. It's going to be fucking awesome.
Hell yeah. And this week's mic actually was a mic/competition.
Right, I love that.
It was a parody.
It was supposed to be. They were just making it was at the Mint. Shout out Whittles for running one of the best mics in Tucson.
Shout out to Whittles.
That shit. It was making fun of competitions because they were everywhere for a while in Tucson, and so he made this contest called the funniest person on Grant Road, and it was a lot of fucking fun.
As you guys know, the Mint is on Grant and Alvernon.
Yes.
So Jenkins actually did us the favor and taped some of our sets that we're gonna cut in. We're gonna clip in here real soon. Me, Tony, Emiliya.
Also, Jenkins showed up, special guest return for him. That
Returning
was nice.
Special guest, yeah. So you guys got a full show today, and we always get it done at the Kickback. Every show gets better, so we're excited for it. We're gonna cut in right to those stand-up clips, and here we go, Tony.
You guys ready for your next comedian? Coming to the stage with the best hat of the night. Let's give it up for Emiliya.
Hi, I'm Tweedlebum. Tweedlebum fuck. I'm just trying to peg somebody tonight, really. I don't know. Do you ever think about your childhood and it dawns on you how fucked up something was in the past? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, okay. So I went to a small private Christian school, obviously with a hat energy. But, and there in 8th grade, there would be this event where we were so excited to do, right? And what was it called? Oh, I have to preface, this is pretty much a school where it's just all white kids, really. And they decide to learn about the Civil War. Let's put on the Underground Railroad. Let's have the kids play the Underground Railroad. It's exactly how it sounds. All of the teachers are the slave catchers. All the kids are dressed in black. Not blackface, dressed in black. And what is the object of the game? Freedom. Freedom, no. To get from South Campus to North Campus without getting caught. And nobody is like, this is a bad idea. Nobody's like, no. They're like, we'll get the only black kid, we'll get Goob in here, he'll be the MC, it'll be fine, no, it's fine. My favorite part is this happened for years. I was babysitting a girl 10 years later. She's about to go into 8th grade, same school. And I'm like, do they still play the Underground Railroad? And she's like, I'm so excited, yeah, they do. And I'm telling my mom about this, and she's like, oh, I don't understand what's so bad about it. We're teaching the kids about history. You can't erase history. What is next? The Holocaust? Hey, kids, get the showers. What's next? 9/11? Hey, kids, jump out the window. What's next? Columbine? No, we're prepped for that. We're ready for that. This is America. You know, I don't know. I'm Emiliya. I'm going to go play the Underground Railroad.
I think she won some votes by just saying, who wants to get pegged tonight? The people were writing on the ballot, hell yeah, peg me up. Next comedian. Let's give it up for Tony Brew.
Hey, I gotta pay rent somehow, you know? Oh man, keep it going for this fucking contest, huh? Funniest person on the ground. Have you been to a bus stop here, dog? None of us are coming close. Doing this contest is like knowingly going to a diddy party and not getting fucked. Why am I here? That's what this is. Look at everyone dressed up for the funniest person on the ground. You guys all look like my favorite bus stop too. That's great. Emiliya looks like a fucking 90s backup dancer. Her email is bmx@yahoo.com. Fucking Jenkins looks like Trayvon Martin if he survived. Someone get this man an Arizona tea. It's a dashiki, yeah. We had one guy from Bama saying Tucson sucks. Isn't that wild? So his fucking cousins all got married, so he came over here. He's like, I hope they have cousins. Roll Tide, am I right, guys? Fucking Alabama comes and roasts Tucson. Fuck out of here, guys. We're more racist and we're brown doing it. Shut the fuck up. Go back to Greenville, Alabama. Bama, where someone's nickname is Tow Truck. Here we have names like Chewy and Chewer. Those are the guys I met, you know what I mean? Oh man, fucking Grant's funniest person. That's wild. Is anyone here not on blues? Yo. If everyone here is sober, we're not winning. Funniest person on Grant knows like smartest person in special ed class. Like the tallest midget. Like, who gives a fuck, dog? Funniest person on Grant Road.
All right, you guys ready for your next comedian? All right, let's give it up for Busy Fish.
Jenkins, I thought you got released on Juneteenth.
No, I was trying to.
Oh. Oh shit, what's up you guys? How you doing, man? Nice. A lot of new faces here. A lot of old faces. Enjoy gaming. I'm gonna try to make this quick because I gotta take a shit. But no, for real, I'm making it quick because last time I was here, somebody stole my catalytic converter. Right in the parking lot, these motherfuckers, they're crafty. I thought I saw them come in here too. But now I got a bunch of little Hondas trying to race me at the stoplight. That shit fucking sucks, man. Because you can't race these Hondas, right? Because racing a Honda is like beating up a kid in a wheelchair. Because if he beats you, like, that sucks, right? If you beat him, you're an asshole. Like, there's no winning in that situation. And I know because I fought a kid in a wheelchair one time. And I knew I was going to get my ass beat because right before he started, he buckled up and was like, let's get it on! I didn't even know wheelchairs had seatbelts, this motherfucker. And they got crazy ass grip strength. They're like a pit bull. Once they grab on, you gotta put your finger in their ass so you can let you go or something. Well, fuck, man. It's so hard being this size, you know. Like, I realized I was getting too big the other day. I was outside by myself, and someone came out and he looks at me up and down. He's like, oh, the whole crew's here? I'm like, no, motherfucker. Or the other day, it was even worse. Somebody went to shake my hand, and before they got to my hand, they slapped both my titties. It was awkward for him. It was good for me. I was like, do it again, man.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Here we do go again. Our very special comedy guest tonight is Emiliya. Everybody gets the boo.
Everybody gets a boo.
Oh.
Stop cheerleading over there. Just kidding. What's up, Emiliya? How you feeling today? What are you doing?
Feeling good. It's Halloween.
It's Halloween, actually. This is our Halloween episode, technically.
We dressed up.
Tony, you're like, what, a sexy comedian? What was it?
I was a naughty comedian.
Naughty comedian.
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh, that's hot.
Emiliya, you're a Mormon?
Yeah, I am a Mormon. Did my hair that, you know? Yeah.
Busy's a frying pan.
I'm a what?
You're a frying pan.
For the fried chicken.
Only on the good days.
Yeah.
You know what? They do call me the frying pan in Spanish, actually.
do?
Yes,
What's in
porque
Spanish?
caliento las gorditas.
You're so stupid.
I'll put the translation of it down there.
I know a little bit of Spanish.
You know the gorditas at Taco Bell?
Yeah,
Well, I heat them up, basically. That's
Okay, all right.
that's why they call me the frying pan. Emiliya, tell us about yourself. What do you do? Where can we find you? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm Emiliya.
We do not care.
God damn.
I do a lot of things. I do some stand-up in town. I run a social club, and then
Picnic Pals.
Picnic Pals.
Picnic
Shout out to
Pals.
Picnic Pals. Yeah,
You can't tell him because he's going to go there and eat everything.
Good point. Good point. No, it's really fun. You know, you bring a friend. Our motto is bring a snack, find a snack, be a snack.
I was just kidding. That's good.
Be
I
a
like
snack.
that.
Be a
Yeah,
Be a snack.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought beat a snack. I was like, okay.
Bring your meat.
I was like,
no.
That sounds like uncharted territory for me, but it's
It's a swingers party, actually. No. No. It's
Leave your
just,
car keys, bring a snack.
Yeah. No, bring your friends. We hang out at the park and.
what is it? Picnic buddies? What
Yeah,
was it?
picnic buddies, picnic pals. Yeah.
Picnic pals. All right. That sounds like the opposite of what I want to do on a daily basis, but it's
Eat?
it's good
Let
to
him
do
cook.
something.
It's like, I don't want to share my food. What are you talking about?
Pals part. Yeah, I'm not sharing my shit.
Yeah, okay.
Come on.
All right, fair.
You got it. You got it. So you do comedy all over Tucson. You do the open mics. You were actually recently on the roast battle. Tell us how that went for you. How do you feel like you did?
Dude, it was so fun. I got in the roast battle because someone dropped out like a couple days before. And I was going up against Anthony, and I know Anthony
Then she
pretty
shot him.
well. And then I shot
Well, to be fair, it was a little bit her fault.
She moved on afterward. It was a great tactic, honestly.
Oh man, yeah, no. So we did a lot of jokes about getting shot. I prepped, and Anthony talked about how I was writing jokes like the whole time. Just
for those of you who don't know, Emiliya and Jenkins are really good friends, and they were in a situation recently where one of them got shot.
Oh.
And then we're gonna have Jenkins on the show next, and we're gonna have the audience guess who got shot out of the two of these people.
Man, I'm gonna whip this
Just
hoe.
by looks. Just by looks. Which one got shot? You guys will understand when you see my boy Jenkins come up. You've seen him before.
I will say, Emily, you fucking brought it at the roast. Like, not that I don't like you or anything like that. I just did not see you moving on that far, and you fucking crushed it, dude. Like when you brought out that picture of Brandon, and then said, "Will you sign this dog?" Oh, that was fucking great. You guys, do you still have the picture?
I do.
You have it?
We'll
Okay.
put it up. We'll put it up.
Yeah, we'll put it up. Oh
He
my
signed it. We'll auction it off.
That was so funny.
If any of the viewers want it.
Hey, yeah, you were smart about it. You were deliberate. You were there. You had thick skin. A lot of the qualities that I didn't believe you actually had when I first saw you. So you surprised a lot of people, I feel like. And I think that you're breaking out of your shell recently in comedy. I mean, I've seen it, and I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. When I first started in the scene, I feel like it was around the same time you started. When did you start, actually?
Like last year-ish, maybe a little bit earlier than that, maybe 2 years ago. I don't know.
What has it been? I don't think
I think it's been 2 years.
You think so? I thought it was less. I don't know.
Because you were there before I did, and I started in March of 2023.
Yeah.
You were there before me, for sure.
Yeah, probably like November of like.
Oh, you know what?
2022.
You're right. I totally
See,
forgot
so right
when you
at the
started because you took a
beginning-
break for a while.
Well, it took me a long time to get up there.
Right.
So like I went and like just mingled with the comics just
Right.
to like
That's where
see
I met
what's
you. It was
up.
the writing workshop.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I remember.
No,
It's coming back.
I just kind of like dipped my toe in and like got to know everybody first. And then you guys were like, yeah, just go up. Just do it. I think Anthony was like, just do it.
Yeah, because when you first started, you had a joke with a tiny violin, which was like,
Yeah.
And then now you're doing jokes about people getting shot. You're doing not racist, but race jokes, which are pretty edgy.
Yeah.
And I fucking love them for one. I thought they were hilarious. I feel like you did great at you did great at laughs last time. This roast battle, you proved to a lot of people
that was
you're
so
fucking
good.
here to do what you're doing. So I feel like you broke out of your shell recently. How did that happen, and why did that happen?
I don't know. I just think writing is super important. You know, getting yourself in the headspace, like giving yourself like the routine of like me and Anthony will write like every single week. And I think having like a person that's designated to like, okay, let's shell out these jokes. Like let's actually like write is like super important. So I've kind of been doing that and then like letting myself improv a little bit more because I think when I first started comedy, I think a lot of people when they first start comedy, they shell out the whole thing. And I'm pretty structured. I know what I want to talk about, but giving yourself like the leeway to like improv and not to read a script. I come from like a musical theater background. And so reading a script and like a sales background. So reading a script is like second nature to me, but like people, especially an audience, can tell when you're reading a
customer
script
service
and
relationship,
you practice it so much,
Right.
yeah. And people don't want to see that. Like if people want to see somebody like read a script, they'll go watch television. You know,
they'll go watch theater
comedy.
actually. Yeah,
totally. Yeah.
So that was your background. So like, how did you find stand-up comedy? Who told you like, hey, do comedy, or did you find this on your own? Was it a self journey? How did you find where you are now?
You know, that's a good question. I mean, I'd gone to laughs before for shows, and people have always said, you know, you're so funny, like you tell funny stories. Like, I don't know if anybody ever told me I should do stand-up. I think I just saw it like on TikTok and, you know, watched specials, and I'm like, I could probably do that. Like, I'm funny enough, you know, I'm a good writer. I'm sure my English teacher in high school, she told me, you're a great writer, and she's probably so excited that I'm writing race jokes now. She's like, oh, that's exactly what I wanted.
So where did you do your first open mic? Do you remember it? And do you remember like one of your first jokes?
I did laughs my first open mic,
Nice.
which I feel like is kind of intimidating to like start.
That was
off.
where I first started.
That's where I started.
Yeah.
I did great.
Yeah, you know, yeah.
You can't tell this dude shit.
Wait. Okay, I saw your first performance. I think you came in dressed up like a
The Pope. That's right. Yes.
You were gonna kill. Like there wasn't.
That was my saying.
He cheated.
That was
right.
my fallback. I was like,
It wasn't even Halloween.
it was March.
Catch me outside. How about that?
It was comedy camouflage is what it was.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like just in case I was not funny, I looked hilarious in the suit.
It's smart.
It's hard not to laugh at
Yeah.
that.
Dude, that was so funny too, because everyone.
I remember that. I took pictures of it. I have pictures on my phone. I'm like, this fucker, he's hilarious.
Some crackhead got on stage dressed like a pope.
No, there's no way that anybody would believe I'm a crackhead.
That's true.
There's way too much meat on these cheeks. There's way too much.
Sorry, insulin.
This insulin head. I've never heard that term before. Insulin head.
Happy Halloween,
We
everybody.
were on your first joke.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember your first joke? Can you tell us, please? Was it the violin one?
It probably would have been the violin one. I still have that violin. It's on my keys. It was essentially about short kings. Like,
Oh,
that's right. Yeah, I remember. Okay,
I'm on. This is when I was on like Bumble a lot, and you could voice memo them. My favorite thing to do. I feel like every comic like loves to fuck with people. Getting on the apps to fuck with people is like my favorite pastime. But
That sounds like a troll, not a comic. But I'm with you. Trust me.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
100% with
But
you.
my favorite part is getting a short king, or not even a short king. It could be somebody who's to 5'10" or whatever. No,
Hey.
6'2", 6'2", somebody who's super tall, and just giving them a little voice memo. Ooh, we love a short king. You know? And then if they, come back
really
like
tear
some
them
raging
down, huh?
troll, all you gotta do is, hit them with the little.
Yeah, the world's smallest violin.
Emiliya drove up suicides on Bumble.
So you talked a little bit about writing being important. What is your writing process with comedy?
Sometimes I will. One thing that I'm trying to work on is
wake Jenkins up faster. Like,
is to not. It's not just storytell, because I have a lot of stupid, silly stories that are funny. But I think people can relate to that. But I think people really want to relate to like universal experiences. So I'll just get my journal out. What's a universal experience? Going to the airport, but everybody has an airport joke.
Right,
just
Uber,
like,
shopping, all
I've never been to the airport myself. And now I'm not paying for 2 seats, so that train left a long time ago.
It's the same reason it doesn't go to the amusement parks anymore.
But just like those universal experiences, like, okay, what can we draw from like that?
Right.
The amusement park, or
I used to say, I was just talking to a musical guest earlier about that, how it's the whole high wire act that comics have to do is trying to be relatable and unique, and that is such a tight rope to walk.
Right.
But I think that is the craft. That's where the word comes in. Are you willing to invest in yourself more like that? You know what I mean?
The way to do it is, how do you react to relatable things?
Right.
Because
That's
you're
a
an
good way of putting
individual.
it too. Yeah.
So how do you see those things? Like, I've never seen it that way. Like, I don't look at it that way. Like,
That's exactly what makes a good comic.
Yeah.
Is somebody taking the airport and pulling it out and flipping it on its side and showing it in this new light, and somebody thinking, oh my God, I've never thought about that, but that's fucking hilarious.
All right, so we're gonna move on to our last question that we usually ask everybody here on the Kickback.
Okay.
It's a very special one, all right?
Okay.
There's a reoccurring theme, so if you don't fit into it, you suck.
Okay.
So, are you ready for it?
I don't know, am I?
You're fine.
Okay.
Tell us your most embarrassing story. It could be childhood, it could be adulthood, it could be teenagehood, whatever the fuck you call that. Just tell us the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you here on the Kickback, on air. Let's get it going.
Oh, man. I'm trying to figure out how to take this story politically correct, but I don't think that's what this show is about. So,
no, not at all.
I don't get embarrassed because I have the most embarrassing father that there ever was.
So what did he do that embarrassed you?
Okay,
I
I'll
guess?
tell you the story. Okay, my best friend, it's sophomore year. She doesn't have any friends. I'm the first one to invite her over. I invite her over. My dad's watching television, like over here. We're in the kitchen. We're watching YouTube videos. Dad has this on way too loud, right? And I'm like, Dad, can you turn it down? And he goes, meh.
What?
Right? And like, my dad is so like candid camera kind of funny that like it goes over my head. I'm like, whatever. But my friend has never met my father, right? And so this goes on for like 2 or 3 times. Dad, turn the TV down. Meh. Dad, turn the TV down. Meh. Dad, turn the TV down. I turn it off and he goes, meh. And then he just like storms off to his room and slams the door. And my friend is like, oh my God, like, poor Emiliya.
That is embarrassing. What the?
No. It gets better. It gets better. Poor Emiliya. Oh my God. Like her dad must have some traumatic brain injury that makes him retarded
She
or
has
something.
a toddler for a dad.
So she goes to her mom and she's like, yeah, poor Emiliya, poor Kim. Like her dad's just fucking retarded. Like what? And it wasn't until years later that she like told me the story and she realized that my dad wasn't like
retarded.
Oh man. And if your dad found out, he'd probably pull up every day to school like,
No, he did. Yeah.
Emiliya, you were a camp counselor for special needs kids, right? Tell us about that a little bit.
Just kids. Okay. But like, aren't they all?
My notes are wrong a little bit.
No, I can. Okay, wait. Can I tell you a good camp counselor story?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So
Yes,
there
we're
was
here
this
for it.
like water. Oh, there's 2 really good ones. Okay, there's this. We would make these like water pool floaties, or the kids would, and they'd make it out of like duct tape and cardboard. Okay, so the kids they have to make these floaties essentially for the camp counselors to like last as long as they can in the water, right? And so my kiddos decide to make this like this square with a circle in the middle, like a pool noodle, and then they decided to wrap it in duct tape. And it slowly becomes a condom. Like it looks like a condom wrapped
They
up.
planned this?
They had no idea. These kids are like 10. They don't know. They're like, and also this is like Christian summer camp, right?
Oh, that's great.
And my favorite part is like there was like a picture of me holding, because I don't even realize it yet, right? Holding this condom, and all the kids are like, yeah,
Ooh, that's hot.
And it's on the Facebook page for like a good couple of days, and one parent is like, what is going on at Christian camp? Like,
No, but to celebrate that you're this camp counselor for these kids, we actually have a great challenge for you today. Our next segment, we're about to set it up right here, is gonna be based on your experience with children.
ooh,
So
okay,
here we go. Based on your teaching experience, we're gonna move right into that.
okay.
You are tuning in to Are You Smarter Than an iPad Kid? This is a very special segment here on the Kickback with your guest, Emiliya! And the co-host, Tony Broon! Are you smarter than an iPad Kid? So this is a very special segment where we take a bunch of quotes from Generation Alpha, even more than Gen Z. And you are to finish the quote or the question.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Are you ready to get started, Emiliya?
Let's
You ready
see
to
if
play
I'm,
the game?
I'm smarter
Are you
than
ready
an
to
iPad
win
kid.
a brand new car without any bullet holes in it?
I would love that. I would love a new car with no bullets.
Brought to you by Scott Lehman.
It's all coming back to you.
Perfect. Yes.
All right, question number 1. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
This is sticking out your gat for the...
Sticking out your gap for the...
What is the blank? At the
Sticking
end of
out
that?
your gap
For the blank.
For the man.
Is that your final answer?
Sticking out your yacht for the Scott Lehman.
Scott Lehman, is that your final answer?
Yes.
I'm sorry. It is sticking out your gat for the Rizzler.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, we're not doing so good to start, so we're going to move on to question
Welcome back to
number
How
two.
Old Are We?
Question number 2, really, phrase number 2 is, I'm 5'8" at 16 years old. Am I blank?
A Mormon?
Am I Mormon? Is that your final answer? Am I Mormon?
Yes.
Sorry, Emiliya, that is not correct. We have, am I cooked?
Cooked. Oh.
All
Look
right.
like a dog.
Well, that's you've gone 0 for 2.
Fuck, I would have gotten wrong too.
Great job. This is difficult, man. I'm reading them and I'm getting them wrong. All right, we're moving on to question number 3. What the? It's blank.
What the?
These are
bitch?
tomorrow's leaders.
I feel like what the
Wait,
bitch?
what the bitch?
Yeah, I like that.
All right, what the bitch? Is that your final answer?
What the shit?
What the shit?
Oh, that's is that
What the shit? I'm gonna go with my first answer. Bitch.
What the bitch?
Yeah, what the bitch?
Ooh, it's what a sigma.
A sigma.
A popular, successful, but highly independent and self-reliant person, typically a male.
So just like a person. So like an alpha male?
Like a successful entrepreneur, like Sigma. Is that what I'm getting here?
What the sigma? I guess it's more of an it's supposed to be tailored like an insult. It looks like.
What the
I love
sigma?
this. All right, we're moving on to question number 4. You can ask for a hint, and I will tell you the definition of the word we're looking for,
okay,
and then
okay.
maybe you can figure it out that
Okay.
way. All right. So, what is the practice of good tongue posture?
The practice of good tongue posture?
Yes.
I have an answer.
All
Oh, wait,
right.
no, it's yours.
The word?
So I'm trying to figure out the word that means the practice of good tongue posture.
Yes. You want to call in a buddy?
Yeah.
You want to call in a picnic pal?
Phone a friend. Phone my picnic pal.
Hello.
I'm on a game show.
I'm on a game show, Tony.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. I need help. We only have 40 seconds to answer this question. What was the question again?
The question, picnic pal, is what is the practice of good tongue posture?
Good tongue posture. Good. Is it
20 seconds on the clock?
Okay. Is it depression? Is it like pressing the tongue, to press the tongue? I'm sorry, I couldn't help Emily. I'll see you at next Picnic Pals.
Oh, okay.
Well, Emiliya, we got an answer from your picnic pal. Are you gonna use it?
I'm gonna say hard pass.
10 seconds.
Tongue on with the good posture of your tongue. A tingle.
A tingle.
A
Is
tingle.
that your
We're
final
gonna go
answer?
with yeah.
All right, we're checking that right now, and that is wrong.
Okay.
It's mewing.
Mewing?
I would have never guessed that shit.
M-E-W-I-N-G. Mewing is the practice of using proper tongue posture. All right, so we're going to put 40 seconds on the clock again. And basically, this next question you should have down by the way that we've been going through this show. Are you ready for it?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, question 5, 40 seconds on the clock. What is the term for someone who can pull any girl easily?
Someone who can pull any girl easily.
30 seconds left.
Jenkins is over here trying to give her answers.
Diddy.
With 20 seconds on the clock, Diddy, is that your final answer?
No. Can I phone a picnic pal?
You only
No,
get
you may
one
not.
talk per game show.
Can I
10
half the
seconds on
odds?
the
Oh
clock.
my god.
10 seconds on the clock.
Kanye.
Give us your final answer. Kanye. Is that your final answer?
I hate him so much. But sure.
All right. Kanye, let's check in with the no.
Was the answer?
Picnic pal,
No.
shut the fuck up.
All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Tony.
No, I know what's gonna happen.
Just say it.
I
Just say it.
played
I'm
this game.
not gonna buzz you. I promise.
Was the answer in like earlier questions in the game?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so it's fucking Rizzler, right?
It's the fucking Rizzler.
Okay.
Wait, what was the question?
Get back into the frame, Tony.
Get back into the frame, Tony.
Should have phoned the picnic pal.
Oh man.
Yeah, the question was, what is a term for someone who can pull any girl
Oh, okay. Got it. A whistler.
All right.
A Whistler, yeah.
Whistler.
We're putting 40 seconds on the clock again. We're moving right into question number 6. This
Okay.
should be real easy for your ass.
All right.
What is the name of someone who is better and more masculine than an alpha even?
Me. Somebody who's better than an alpha?
Because you got alpha.
A sigma.
Hey!
I
With 7
almost said
seconds
beta.
on the clock. Good job, Emiliya. We're going to throw 40 seconds back on the clock right now, and we're going to go to question number 7. Are you ready for it?
I'm ready.
What is the art of stretching your wiener?
The art of stretching your wiener?
There's an art?
It has a name. It has followers. It has game
followers?
shows.
It has a presence.
It has
a digital
competitions.
presence. Pornhub? The art of stretching your wiener. Weaning?
Oh, that's
Ooh,
a
that's
good
a good
guess.
answer. 20,
That's a good
20,
answer.
20
I don't
seconds
think
on
that's
the clock.
it. Weaning?
So, are you going to keep that? Is that your
No.
final answer?
Stroking. Stretching your
10
wiener.
seconds on the clock. Give us your final answer.
Wienering?
So
I like
wienering.
weaning.
Weaning. All right,
Weaning.
let's check in with the judges.
It's gonna be like sigma-ing.
It's gonna be Rizzling.
It's when you rizzle it. I'm just
Shake it and rizzle it, shake it and rizzle it.
Oh man, I've never felt older in my life.
Right.
It's called jelking.
Ew.
Oh, that does sound
Jelking?
grosser. Jelking?
We're moving into the part of the segment here where we ask cultural things that are of cultural importance to
Okay.
Generation Alpha. Are you ready for that?
No, but
We're putting 40 seconds on the clock. Question number 8. Which NBA player sings the song "Are You My Sunshine"?
do you think I know anything about the NBA?
I mean, you were 5'8" at 13. I'm guessing you should have.
Never played a day of basketball, though.
30 seconds on the clock.
I couldn't tell you an NBA player.
Which NBA player do you know? You
Right, just
probably
shout
gonna
out
have
a
to
name.
them.
LeBron James.
There you go.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Oh, it's LeBron?
Production got excited for you. LeBron
The
James.
one.
You have to say.
But you know that's why I know it.
All right, we're putting 40 seconds back on the clock.
All right.
And we got question number 9. You ready for it?
I'm ready.
What is the viral party that Turkish Quandale Dingle was at?
The Diddy party.
Is that a real name?
Turkish Quandale Dingle, I guess it is.
He was at the Dingle party.
The Dingle party, you're close.
Oh shit, really?
I think you
The
were right.
Dingler?
Think
No.
about what you're saying.
think you said it earlier.
The Diddy party?
No.
No.
Like, sort of. It could be.
Oh, a white party? Or what is it? The what?
20 seconds on the clock.
Oh, jeez.
The
I don't know why I'm anxious for
wait,
her.
who was it? Dingler?
Turkish Quandale Dingle.
He was at his own party. The Turkish dongle dingle. Oh, the dongle party.
Is that your final
Yeah,
answer?
the dongle party.
Let's check in with production.
I
Oh.
don't even know what that is.
What?
was-
I don't even know who this is.
It was the TikTok wrist party, duh.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The TikTok
I wanna
wrist
shoot
party.
myself.
I'm
dude.
not on the same algorithm as Gen Alpha. Thank God.
Are they really saying these things? I don't
Right.
I believe it. I think it's
Look,
two
I'm on
kids.
TikTok.
This is really happening, guys. You're on the wrong algorithm.
Dude,
Oh.
why are you on that one?
He has kids. I gotta keep
Oldest one in the room.
Watch us look at what he's wearing. He's asking for it. He's asking. All right, we're going on to our last question
Okay.
here, and we're gonna go ahead and put 40 seconds on the clock. Emiliya, you're doing horrible, actually. I wish.
You know, I never thought, you know what I should do with my life? I should be on a game show. I'm so unlucky. I'm not smart. Like,
You have 2 answers right that I would have never got right on this fucking show.
good point. Good point.
All right, question number 10. Are you ready for it?
Yes.
It is who rizzed up Baby Gronk.
Who the hell is Baby
Who's
Gronk?
Baby Gronk?
Gronk.
Gronk?
Baby Gronk.
Oh, like from Emperor's New Groove? Gronk? Oh, that's Gronk.
That's what I thought. I'm not gonna lie.
Who rizzed up Baby Gronk? Who the fuck is Baby Gronk?
Baby Gronk is a famous football player.
Yeah.
Oh, Gronk.
Gronkowski?
Yeah, Gronkowski. Baby. Who's
Who
Baby
rizzed
Gronk?
up
so
a
who
football
rizzed
player?
up Baby Gronk?
Even more helpful. The girl on Call Her Daddy. That girl. What's her name?
That did what to her daddy?
No,
it's a
you know that
podcast.
podcast? What's her name?
Oh, you know what? I just got the question. I just got it.
She might be on the right track, actually.
Can I phone up?
You talking about Alice Cooper?
Yeah, Alice Cooper.
That's a man.
No. She's
No?
talking-
Alex Cooper.
Alex
Oh,
Cooper.
Alex, because I was like, Alex Cooper
Alex
is the
Cooper,
guy that
yeah, from Call Her
exploited
Daddy.
Beetlejuice.
That one.
Alex Cooper is your final answer?
Sure.
All right, let's check in with
It's
the
not
judges.
right.
It is Livy Dune.
Who the hell? Okay.
Done.
Livy-
It's done. It's done.
We'll get you a better game next time.
Livy Dunn. Oh, it's. I don't give a fuck about these dumbass fucking weird ass last names. Dunne says Dune to me.
Okay.
But it's Dunn. Olivia Dunn. She's a baddie, TikTok star, gymnast. From
Okay.
LSU. I don't know. Is she? I've never seen her or known her, so.
She was like really, really popular for like a year.
I'm just. Why are you on this side of TikTok?
Also, when you said female RZR, it sounded like we're in a fucking Dr. Seuss Law and Order.
Well, thank you for playing. Are you smarter than an iPad kid? Clearly. And fortunately, none of us are. You should be ashamed of yourself. In the words of Half Bus.
This just kind of reminds me of Anchorman, where they're like, "Oh, fuck you."
And thank you for playing. Are you
You're
smarter
ugly.
than an iPad?
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Here we go again. Welcome back to the wayback, throwback, kickback.
Big back, kickback.
This is our musical section of the show, and we have a wonderful artist for you guys today. We got Forrest Fire.
Forrest Fire.
Howdy, folks. Forrest Fire, that's quite unique, man. Like, so tell us about yourself, man. Tell us what you do. And yeah, touch on that Forrest Fire name for a little bit.
That's a great name, yeah.
Definitely. Well,
That's
I didn't come
crazy.
up with it. I feel like if you come up with your own nickname, then it's not really good. So,
Really?
Yeah.
You're telling me.
But I was playing with my band. We had a great set at Sky Bar, and we went into set break. And there was this guy who was dressed head to toe in gray knit. He looked like a goddamn tube sock. And he's coming up to me, and his eyes are like goddamn saucers. And he just grabs my hand, and he stares at me, and he goes, "Dude, you're a fucking Forrest Fire up there." And so I said, "Thank you." And he just started walking around, and whatever he was on made him social, because he was talking to everybody, just shaking their hands. And apparently he was telling them that I was a Forrest Fire up there, and he got to enough ears that the next time I played at Sky Bar, Chuck introduced me as Forrest Fire.
I love that.
And it just stuck then.
Yeah, it just stuck.
Yeah, man, he's got a mountain for a face. And a well-planted body.
And he blazes a trail everywhere
And he
goes.
blazes a trail
There
everywhere
we
he
go,
goes.
yeah.
We got Forrest
Yeah,
Fire.
we got Forrest Fire,
You guys
yeah.
flatter me. I'm going to go
It
around.
almost sounds like a wrestling name.
Almost, yeah. And he blazes fire everywhere he goes.
Watch out, girls. That crotch will get hot.
New definition of fire crotch, I guess. Forest Fire, man. So you beefing it with Smokey the Bear a little bit, or what's your story, man? I heard the scandal.
He stole my hat, first off. I had to change to this because I used to rock the buckle, because I'm from Massachusetts.
Oh,
Pilgrims
awesome.
and
Gotcha.
whatnot. But, yeah. And he's a good enough guy, and at the end of the day, he's probably going to go extinct before we do, so.
All right, you heard it here first. Fuck you, Smokey the Bear.
You can't prevent this forest fire.
You can't prevent this forest fire.
Bro, I'm really about to get your pickle chin that boy.
You hear that, Smokey?
Oh shit, man. So in Massachusetts, where you met Smokey the Bear, that's where you're from. That's where you come from.
Yeah, I'm
That's where
from
you hail?
Somerset, about 40 miles south of Boston, close to Fall River.
All right, man. What brings you all the way to the shittiest city in the Southwest, man? That's crazy. You're in Tucson. What went wrong?
I saw that scene in Family Guy where Peter lands in Tucson and everyone's punching each other in the dicks, and I said, "There's my market." No.
He's got that dick punching music. All right.
No, but seriously, I got a job offer from a friend who I met when I was living in a van up in Prescott. It was an aerial survey. Made me travel too much, and it didn't give me enough time to actually focus on the band, so I ended up swapping jobs.
Nice.
That's pretty cool, man. So you lived the van life for a little bit, and living the van life, I feel like in Prescott.
In Prescott,
and
I used to live there.
Scottsdale.
Yeah.
Well, Prescott next to Sedona a little bit. That's a good van life. Yeah, Flagstaff is right there. You can just drive up. How long did you live in the van? What was that like?
So I lived in the van for about 2.5 years. I moved into it during COVID because in Massachusetts, they were putting out some pretty whack laws. And that's another reason why I decided to move out. My mom was out here living in an RV.
Man, I'm finna whip this hoe.
Having one developing man, a 11-year-old girl, a 56-year-old woman, 2 dogs, a bird, and 3 cats in one RV, not sustainable.
Yeah.
So
I was like, where are all these places? No, it's one RV.
Yeah, one RV.
Not enough cat food for everybody. That really bothers me.
How are you going to go to sleep without cat food? I found a van. It was an ice cream truck up in Ash Fork or Ashfield.
I think it's Ash Fork.
Yeah, Ash Fork, north of Prescott. And I pull up, and it's a Dodge B250, a very, very old 1982 van.
Wow.
And
with the 444, then I'm guessing. I don't know. What does it have in there?
I think it was 380.
380?
380, okay. I believe. 8-cylinder. And I look at it, and it's got a wooden roof. And it's covered in children's handprints.
That's terrifying.
It says Roadrunner ice cream, free candy with purchase of ice cream.
And he's like, I don't got to change anything on this van.
I mean, it looked really cute when the old lady was driving it. Why doesn't it look cute when I drive it? So obviously I drive it back to Globe, go to Ace Hardware. They're out of black paint. So I end up painting it purple with a yellow stripe down the side. Didn't fix shit. It looks exactly as bad as it did before. I got a nice little license plate that said Love Free in it, threw a bed in the back, and had my guitar, adopted a dog for about 2 weeks, and realized that was not a smart move for me. And ended up bussing between here and Massachusetts for a while.
When it comes to the comedy scene, I am the retarded gangbanger in the scene. And so who are you in the music scene, actually?
The way I look at it is Tucson is filled with talent. The first thing I realized when I came here was how much talent was in Tucson. And this is the first city to ever really give me a chance. I mean, I lived on the road for 2.5 years, played at tens at least of bars. And even back home, like, nothing ever caught. But when I came here to the open mics, I started shaking hands with all these uber talented musicians. Shout out Marshall and Jason from Harmony Punks. And they just brought me into the fold. And I just started meeting more and more people, and it was just an overwhelming amount of talent. And where I'd like to be in the Tucson music scene, I write songs like candy, dude. They just pour out of me. I would love to be a connecting force for the artists in Tucson. Because there's so much talent that it should be a melting pot. There should be weird shows where a rapper goes on stage with a live band and freestyles over an improvised jam. There should be live shows where comedians come up and tell jokes in between sets, like the one that you and I played at Chicago Bar.
Yeah, it was a good time.
And there is a desire for it because Tucson is a lot like the desert. You don't know what's going on until you flip over a rock. And then there's much going on.
That's actually an amazing metaphor.
Great analogy. Yeah,
I've never thought about it that exact way, you know. But you never know what's going on until you flip over the rock.
I just think it's striking how much of a demand there is here because Tucson, to a lot of people, is a flyover city. But we're also one of the largest and fastest growing cities in the U.S. And we're sandwiched right between L.A., which is currently on fire. I was there 2 weeks ago. L.A., why the fuck do you live there? Move.
Not here though, please. Don't tell people to move
we
here.
couldn't
I'm
afford
sorry.
houses
You're
before.
Go to Sedona. That's
No,
already
don't come
a little
to
bit of
Arizona.
LA.
Go to New Mexico.
You can go, yeah, just go right over there. But then on the eastern side of Tucson, we're not too far from Austin. I mean, we're about 11 hours of a drive from Austin.
Right.
So there is a place on the map for Tucson when it comes to art. And you can already see it in the city with all the murals there are everywhere.
Oh, dude, this town is as artsy as it gets, bro. Like, that's what I love about I think that's the biggest reason I don't leave Tucson is because I feel like everyone you meet is creative in some form or way. 100%. You know, everybody does their own job. You know, everybody has their day-to-day life. There's a lot of older people that come here and retire, but I feel like everybody's super creative. That's basically Tucson for you. You look like you fit right in. I mean, you dressed the part for Tucson. You lived in a van. You probably do drugs, which is great.
Yeah. Allegedly.
But mostly your main thing is music. 100%. So you know, what got you started? What do you feel like got you started in your music career?
So actually, it started in middle school. I was talking out my ass, and I told my high school or middle school music teacher that I could play "The Sound of Silence" by Simon and Garfunkel on guitar. And he threw me in front of the class, put a guitar in my lap, and I just choked. And I'd never picked up a guitar before in my life. I don't know why I fucking said it.
You were just bluffing, right?
I was just bluffing. He called my bluff. I went home and I called my own bluff and picked up my dad's Juggernaut Ovation and fucked up my shoulder trying to play it at 11, but it made it work.
Man, talk about fake it till you make it, right? That is pretty brave of you, but that I guess that teaches you a lesson.
Yeah, stage fright sucks.
You better be able to play what you say you can play, sir.
Yeah,
but I mean, we definitely heard some of that right now, and you guys are about to get that treat. It was pretty fucking amazing, dude.
Thank you.
Your music is great.
If there was
right,
a better
Tony?
word for amazing, that's what I would use. That was really good performance.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So obviously, like, you've written over 130 songs. You told us last time. What do you feel like makes a good song? Do you keep everything you write? Do you toss a lot of it out? What's your process?
So a lot of my process is I'll just be playing my guitar at home, and I'll find a chord progression I like, and I'll think about how it makes me feel. And then as I think about how it makes me feel, I identify the points in the chord progression where the feeling changes, whether the tension builds or releases, whether it's going happy or sad. And I let the chords tell me the story that the song wants to tell.
Oh, wow. So you're still faking it. Your guitar is writing this music, man. I'm just kidding. You're the man behind the guitar.
No, I never take credit for anything I write. It just happens.
Oh, man. And I mean, I know that doing music is hard. You definitely said it earlier with, you played at 1,000 places, and everywhere it was kind of like you never found anyone that took you in as well as here in Tucson. So, I mean, what makes you keep going when things like that happen? Like, what inspires you to not just put the guitar down and say, I'm just going to be a normal dude?
At this point, I can't do anything else. I have fully dedicated myself to music. I have dropped entire relationships, friendships. I am completely departed from all my friends and family.
You'd be great in comedy.
Yeah.
Could totally relate to that.
It's just a whole lot of gumption and knowing that it's what I do. That's all I can say. It's the only thing I can do now.
Wow, man, that's beautiful, man. I mean, once you strap it in like that, they'd say don't put all your eggs in one basket, but you kind of have to, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna do anything creative, you have to do that. Because I did it myself. I used to be the guy who had 1,000 fucking hobbies, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna drop everything for comedy. I'm doing this, but this is more for like the release. And then to get content out there and then to show people that Tucson got what it takes, man. Tucson has people that need to be seen. And we owe it to ourselves. We owe it to the world for everybody to see that talent and put it on display.
100%.
It's not always the easiest thing, getting people to come out here and do their thing. But it's something that I definitely have a lot of interest in doing.
Yeah, we spread like fentanyl.
Oh man, well, fentanyl is definitely Tucson's X factor.
Yeah, Jesus.
Which was perfect for my next question. What's your X factor? Hopefully not fentanyl.
Not fentanyl, hopefully.
No. I would say honestly, it's what I said before. It's because I've dedicated myself to this entirely. There's nothing else I think about. I mean, there are perks that come with going out and playing, but you don't think about that. You think about the next song and the next gig, and once you absorb yourself fully in your art, it starts showing up for you as much as you show up for it. And at this point, I have so much momentum that there's no stopping.
That's fucking badass.
I feel like
man.
you're like the white me, dude.
Yeah. This is
like
the Tony.
I say the same shit, but about comedy different. Like it's crazy how interchangeable the message is. Right? I love that. Yeah.
Being an artist is a universal experience. Even if you don't think you're an artist, you just haven't found it yet.
All right, man.
This fucking
and then,
guy.
and November 10th, there's something special going on. Can you tell us all about that, man?
Most definitely. So Steven from The They, if you know that band at all, is throwing a grassroots festival in the desert east of Florence called Synthesthesia, like a synthesizer. That will be the entire weekend from the 8th to the 11th. Some band, my band, will be playing on Saturday from 4 to 6 to bring in sunset. But the lineup is crazy good. A bunch of amazing DJs. There are flow artists who have already dedicated themselves to go to it. Last night, I got in contact with a visionary artist who's going to be there doing live painting while everyone does their set. Ooh. It's going to be a really fun time. Don't tell the cops. Bring as much water as possible and just have a good time.
All right, let's freaking do it, man. Grassroots Festival, that sounds like a lot of fun. I myself, I'm going to be there. Tony, you coming?
I might, honestly.
Me and Tony have done a cult gathering in the desert before. It was a weird little thing we did with my boy Jenkins over there.
Was there too, yeah. That shit was
Sean
fire.
Gatz.
You know who Sean Gatz is?
Sean Gatz. No.
Yeah, he has a bunch of tattoos.
Yes.
Dude, Sean Gatz is the man. Thank you for having us on there. He moved to Tucson recently. He's more famous on TikTok. He has like the tattoos on his face, and but he's such a cool dude, man. He was so welcoming. We had this whole crazy,
hell of a time. Dude.
Hell of a time. We met a bunch of badass artists too. So if it's anything like that, I'm gonna be there, man. What is the Grassroots Festival?
A Grassroots Festival. First time they're ever throwing it on. So expect it to be beyond your expectations. But go in with none.
But go in with none. All right, and then your band's gonna be there. Some band. Yep. That's SUM, correct?
Yes, SUM band. We're just some band. On Instagram, it is underbar SUM underbar band underbar.
I'm sure we can put that in the.
We'll put it right there. Right here. Link, yeah. We'll put it right in his face. So about your band, what kind of music does your band play with you? Because we've heard you right now. They're about to hear you. What you played is mostly what you write and what comes through your acoustic guitar. But when you're in the band, what is it all like? What do you guys do? Who plays what?
So we have Kelly Sconza on lead guitar. Absolute shredder, dude. The way he can display emotion through his solos is unmatched by anyone I've seen in Tucson. Except maybe Adrian. Adrian, fucking Znora. Great fucking band. But Kelly's just as good. I play rhythm. We have Jason Kelly on the drums and Marshall Prescott on the bass, and they're actually in their own band called the Harmony Punks. And we also have Joshua the sax man on our saxophone, and that guy is smooth as butter. And Riley Alpage, the kid has made a bagpipe out of a Ziploc and a mechanical pencil.
That sounds about right for Tucson.
the things that he can come up with and the things he breaks out on stage and the way he comps, he might not play a lot of notes, but the notes he plays are always right.
How many homemade water pipes does that guy have?
Oh, I haven't counted.
It's got no more plumbing.
Oh man, that's fucking amazing, man. We're ready to set you up here, and we're ready for the audience to hear what you got to say. But I fucking loved it, man. I felt like you went off the fucking rails. Amazing work, by the way. Thank you so much.
Yeah, dude. I haven't even said much just because I've been in awe of the performance. That's fucking awesome, man.
Thank you, man.
Yeah. I don't know. That's it. Sorry. I love you.
Thank you. I love you too, bro.
I love you.
I love you.
I love you, man. We're presenting Forrest Fire here. The wayback, throwback, kickback. You guys enjoy.
Hi, this song is Love is Free. The whole twist of the whole thing is even though we wish it was, it ain't. It's impossible to love you without giving up a piece of me. It's like trying to get some honey without getting stung by a bee. It's like fishing up a plastic bag to put it back in the sea. When there's a price for most everything, we hope the love is free. It's impossible to put you away when you cross my mind. It's like trying to not think of the night before when you wake up high. It's like sugar, honey, butter, pecan. And goddamn, you're so fine. Oh, but I've been trained to wait for the pain. I know you won't be mine. Just don't try to stop yourself when you're falling. You'll grow cold far before it comes your time. Don't go picking all these flowers, 'cause the pollen, oh, well, it's sure to bring a teardrop to your eye. It's impossible to tell you goodbye without a kiss goodnight. It's like trying to hide the red from your cheeks when you tell sweet lies. I just say no, ma'am, I just don't understand. This is a big surprise. 'Cause you know that I would never try to guess why you'd want to stay the night. Just don't worry about the morning when it's coming. That's what she said while drawing hearts upon my hand. Quit your picking up these flowers, start a garden. And they say you'll be a happier man. It's impossible to love you without giving up a piece of me. Impossible to love you without giving up a piece of me. Impossible to love you without giving up a piece of me. Impossible to love you without giving up a piece of me. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I got it from my mama.
That was fantastic, man.
Thank you
Where'd
very
you
much.
steal that from?
Okay, so I'm going to bring y'all down with this next little number. This song, if you can't figure out what it's about, then haven't done enough living. Was the hardest thing I've ever done. Not to let you know I'm here. Just to stare out from my window. to sleep off every tear. Not to overpour my cup, not to tell you how I feel, but just to wake up in the morning to another dream that can't be real. Just use me up till I'm enough. To you, that's all that I can be. And I'll hold on because we both hate nights alone in misery. And I don't love you, but I wanted to see if I could, if you would, if we should. Now I can't trust you, but even so, I was willing to believe you were good. And that feeling you get when you make my cheeks wet, how I bet it makes you sink. Oh, but every bell when you put it through hell, it just don't fit the ring. So I just hope he holds you tighter, and I just pray he won't let go. Heaven knows that I'm no fighter, but I'm a scholar when I know you'll use me up till I'm enough. Because it's all that I can be, and I'll hold on because we both hate nights alone in misery. Now, before we get into this last one, I do have to say, if you're liking what you're hearing and you want to hear it with my full band, we will be playing a grassroots festival called Synthesthesia in the desert east of Florence. The coordinates will be dropped probably by the time this podcast comes out. And you can find it on their Instagram page. And if you're having trouble following their Instagram page, follow my Instagram page, Forrest_Fire, 2 R's. And I'll make sure to get you there with a DM. But anyway, here's one last one, because we got an important holiday coming up. The day was hot and Lucy poured a coffee cup, leaning up against the windowsill as her eyes searched the sky, crying out for rain. Justin wipes the sweat off his crooked brow as he stares at the clouds coming in from the south, thinking, why, oh, why is it another rainy day? And the birds seem to whisper, whippoorwill, where have you run off to now? Have you been shot down? As the sow in the fields refuse to yield their hooves the storm that they warned of poured upon the mountain till it shrank and then washed down into the ground to river water that you drank. Now don't tell me it's a revolution if you ain't organized. Don't tell me it's a solution when both crowds are shouting lies. Don't tell me it's a president if the precedent ain't met. Don't try to call yourself a leader if the table ain't been set. Don't be a victim if it ain't your crime. Don't bite the dust if it ain't your time. Look alive when the feeling's right. We'll put it on its head. You'd be surprised at the weary sighs that they sell on the news today. There ain't no problem we could compromise in agreements of far this way. Well, don't tell me it's a revolution if it ain't organized. Don't tell me it's a solution when both crowds are shouting lies. Don't tell me it's a president if the precedent ain't met. Don't try to call yourself a leader if the table ain't been set. Of the prophet are written on the Facebook feed. I can sell you what you want since you can't afford what you need. I could stay for the night, by the morning I'll be gone. And we know it ain't right, but we're worried when nothing's wrong. Well, don't tell me it's a revolution if you ain't organized. Don't tell me it's a solution when both crowds are shouting lies. Don't tell me it's a president if the precedent ain't met. Don't try to call yourself a leader if the table ain't been set.
Oh shit, here we go again.
We are at the end. Another episode down the drain. Oh, no, wait, that's negative.
I don't know. I mean, depending on how people see it. That's another episode down the drain. Episode 6, down the drain.
Down the drain it goes. Along with all my other shit that comes out of me and Tony. But no, it was an amazing episode. The musical guest was fire. You guys just saw.
You saw it.
Emiliya, you did great on the show.
Yes, thank you
for being on the show. Forrest Fire, man.
Forrest
What a
Fire.
fucking killer, bro.
2 weeks in a row.
Music has been
banger,
crazy.
dude. It's so good.
We're excited for the 7th episode of the Kickback. Please continue to tune in and watch us. It's only going to get better. It's only been getting better. So we hope to see you guys here at all fucking times.
I don't think I've ever said thank you. Anyone who does watch this, thank you. Because I had to deal with him.
And I'm this bubbly, happy personality on the camera, but if you see me in real life, I'm fucking cutthroat. Like if
he almost cut my throat.
If your ass isn't showered and outside your door, by the time I get there, it's fucking over with.
He's running you over. Then making you shower again for not looking presentable.
Oh, shit. Well, that's the end of the Kickback. We're going to go ahead and cut it off right there. Good shit, Tony. Good shit to everybody that here.
6 episodes in. We'll see what happens.
6 episodes in.